bringing Israel to the world. This is IBN News.
With News of Israel, I'm Susan Michaels. As the resurgence of COVID-19 continues with the reopening of more businesses, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said over the weekend, unfortunately, there is currently no improvement in the infection rate. The number of infections continues to be about 200 per day, which is a red flag. The Prime Minister continues to urge the public to follow public health orders, citing research from the UK claiming that face masks prevent the spread of the pathogen. He stated, the study found the use of masks by half the population would lower the transmission coefficient to below 1. Nevertheless, Netanyahu said for the time being, the government wants to continue reopening the economy and provide financial help to the industries hit hardest by the recent lockdown. Outgoing Health Ministry Director General Moshe Bar Siman Tov says a second wave of coronavirus could be avoided with no further lockdowns if citizens were to follow health guidelines. Bar Siman Tov said over the weekend that a lockdown might not be effective for the second time. In an interview, he stated, I think we shouldn't tackle the new wave with lockdowns. It's going to be different from the previous wave, and we should act accordingly. On his last day after resigning from his post last month, Bar Siman Tov said the outbreak could be prevented if the public follows the rules. Paris streets were filled with tens of thousands of racial justice protesters Saturday, some chanting anti-Israel and anti-Jewish slogans and carrying signs slamming the Israeli government. Demonstrations across France come on the heels of similar protests in the U.S. following the death of George Floyd, who was unjustly killed by a police officer last month. The Paris protest march was begun under the banner of Adam Traoré, a young black man who died in custody in July 2016 after he was arrested by police. Traoré's sister said Floyd's death directly echoed the death of her brother and promised to continue the fight for justice. And an Israeli soldier from the Golani Brigade rescued a Palestinian man Friday evening when a group of settler youth attacked him at a checkpoint in the West Bank. Police questioned the settlers, but it seems the Palestinian may not be as innocent as they first thought. I'm Susan Michaels.
IBN, Israel Broadcast Network.